So if we put this one on the first step, and then we get this one here. This is a nice sedge. Okay, what I have here is the fish. Now you just can't put fish from one body of water to another. Complete disaster. So what you have to do is acclimatise it. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it in the water and getting some of the water. Right, so the fish have got a sense of the temperature of the new water. Other than that, like this is day one of your pond, what will happen is once the plants start growing, the water will get crystal clear. It'll be almost as though you're using chemicals again.
Okay, we'll look forward to it.
Which is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You were saying one of the main motivators for you was to save money and to stop chemicals, but in fact I noticed a lot of dragonflies around your pool right at the moment. So obviously there's going to be some dividends in terms of biodiversity.
Yeah, I mean, yes, of course there will be, and maybe, who knows what else will start to come as a result of that. So it's a matter of seeing. We're close enough to Ku-ring-gai Chase National Park that in fact there's a fair bit of wildlife that you get around. We've had goannas climbing the screen door on a hot summer's day trying to get into the cooler house.
Yeah, that's all right, because I think people think of suburbia and they think of the little brick houses and the mown lawns. They're not thinking wildlife. No. They're certainly not thinking goannas.
And we have populations of blue tongues in the yard, so they're around the back of the pool already.
Oh, really good.
So,
well, that's something you have to be careful of. You have to put in bits of timber or something like that so that if something falls in, they've got a chance of getting out.
Well, yeah, I'd like to get a really big old log to put in there and lean it.
Oh, that'd be good. Look, if the frogs move in and start calling, is that going to drive you nuts?
No, not really. We've already got a smaller pond out the front that's home to about half a dozen frogs already.
Oh, right, so you're sort of used to it.
So I'm used to it and quite enjoy having the sound of them.
Some of the plants we gave you, especially the sedge, you'll find the dwarf tree frog will actually live on that.
Yes. What are the green ones with the red joints?
On our wildthings.org.au website, we've actually got all the frogs that live in Ku-ring-gai in this area and their calls.
Rightio, I'll have a listen.
Yeah, that'd be the easiest way to identify it.
When it rains, it becomes self-sustaining because the overflow from the water tanks actually goes back into the pool.
Oh, wow. Well, to keep the water the healthiest you possibly can, we actually recommend that you use the water. So if you get a universal pump connected up to mains power, you can then connect it to a hose. You can use that water for irrigation, washing your car, washing your house, letting grandkids play.
Yep.
So, and that sort of keeps the water a lot healthier.
So it should circulate a bit.
If you can do that, that's the healthiest you can keep the pond. I'd be expecting that this pond is probably going to take a year to really get into shape.
But you're welcome to come back in 12 months and have a look.
Well, look, I'd like to come back with Howard and sort of see what changes. I mean, it's not often we catch a pool right at the start of the conversion process. Yeah. Right, well, those fish are going to have a field day, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Well, thanks very much, Bruce.
Okay, Peter. Good, thank you.
Well, that's Envirotube done for this month. Hope you've enjoyed it. You've seen the beginning of the pool to pond conversion process where the person has stopped the chemicals, turned off the pump and filter, and at last get ready and receive the fish and the plants. Then you saw some harvesting. This way, the people in the program are able to help other people in the program.